not common to change jobs in Japan. For example, my dad is working at the same company for over 40 years. If you're on at a company, even if they perform worse than a 30-year-old, get paid more. In the US, it's based off of your performance. Obviously, there's politics, and there's also people hopping around jobs. On average, you get 10% bump if you switch jobs, which people do every 2 years. Whereas if you stay at a company, to 5% per year. Everyone knows how to negotiate the payment rate. I've never heard anybody negotiating pay. People who negotiate and ask for more get more. In Japan, the company will decide your position. You never know if you're going to be in IT, accounting, or marketing. I haven't met anybody changing jobs. How do they know what you're good at? Long period of training. They are watching. Oh, this person is for like a people person. Put them in the human resource. Or, oh, this person has background in number. You don't have a say in what you want to do. They can request, not guaranteed. In the state, you interview for specific functions, so either marketing or accounting, but also position. Associate, director, manager, new grads will spray and pray, not only your resume, see what you qualify for and accept the one that you serendipitously match up with. You don't get fired. I've never met anybody or heard anybody getting fired. Wow. What happens if someone, let's say they're accountant, they're doing a horrible job, numbers are not matching up, then what happens? The boss is mad. The boss is mad, and then what? The boss is angry, or they're not gonna get important jobs if you stuck at the job. Still, they're gonna stay there, but everybody will hate that. Some people just not do anything, just collect their paycheck. I once worked for a big company, and this person was 50, sleeping right next to him. I thought he's sleeping. Is it in one of those pillows where you go like this? And you sleep on a table. And it just goes like, oh, wow. And he's never fired. No. Wow. And nobody says anything. He gets the goal. He wants to prove that he's working, so he's so loud. There's a lot for describing Gen Z doing the minimum work. They do 100% of what they are asked for. But what Japanese people used to do was 100% of what they were asked for, less the overtime and all the crazy hour of work. Nowadays, the younger generations were like, okay, I'm done with my tasks. Bye. Here in the States, the boss sets the tone of schedule everyone. There's hustle culture, a big polarization where some people like work really hard and they grind and they burn out and they're just like go, 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 which is what I did. Then there's like the other side of it, which is casual, like 9 to 5. I'm sure you do my job, good enough. And this concept of passion overlapping with what you're destined to do versus what you enjoy doing. In America, we see Ikigai as why Japanese people produce such amazing quality of products and services. Genuinely care and have that overlap. As I'm hearing you talk about it, it's not a choice as much as Americans might think. Is that true? What Japanese people think about Ikigai is what you live for. For example, if you have kids, a lot of people say, oh, my Ikigai is my kids. I would do anything for them, or I work for them to provide. It's not like what you love or what you're good at or what makes money. It's more about what you're dedicating your life to. Exactly. But it's not necessarily something by choice, what you dedicate your life to. Exactly. Yeah. Freedom of choice. Like a big part of our belief system here. Okay. If I didn't choose to do accounting or I didn't choose to do marketing, I'm not going to put 110% of my effort into it. Even though we choose today jobs we go to, we still like slack off or not do the best job with sometimes just collect paychecks. Most of the big companies, women have to like clean the workplace kitchen, bring tea for meetings. What? Even if you're a fellow employee, you have to bring it to everybody else. Yeah. If there's a meeting, a lot of times it's the women. I once worked at a startup company and the CEO said, oh, when somebody comes, please bring the tea up. Women, please do that. Oh, a lot of big companies, tea, washing, clean. Why look? There is have to do it. There are janitors, but the kitchen area where people make coffee, every day there's somebody who has to clean. What about when it comes to job opportunity and promotion? One thing my friend complained was she's close to 30, and what they asked was, are you planning to get married or to have a baby? Her colleagues who are in the same age group were already sent to other countries. Since promotions are based off seniority and like how long you've been there, maybe if you've been there for a long time as a woman, you could be treated equally. But it sounds like there's some different expectations when it comes to women having sir. It's improving. Well, depending on the company. Yeah. Yeah. You see less women in higher position. It's generally for US, but changing for sure. Like you'll women execs, it's not as frequent as men execs. Entrepreneurship, it's not so common. I don't see a lot of people starting business after you graduate, you work for a company. I had never thought of starting my own business until my foreigner friends told me to. Can you tell us how you got into it? I started from Instagram. I wanted to teach Japanese and I started getting students. Then I got more followers. I started courses, group classes. I'm working on creating more courses to sell on Kijab. Exciting. Yeah, wait for that. You don't want to stand out. If you stand out, I forgot the English. Don't be like the screw that. Like, yeah, thinking else, you'll be hit. You don't want to be different. You want to be the same as everybody. The appearance, how you act, this is the only way. It's so opposite. People want to stand out, and everything we do is to differentiate ourselves. And when you start a company, right, you want to do so because we're going to make a difference in the world and be the one that makes that impact. How common is it to have your own business in America? 1 out of 3 Gen wants to become creators, entrepreneurs. So I actually believe it's the future of work. There's the American dream of making it and doing your own thing, being your own boss. Like everyone wants that. Wow. And how do they know like how to be your own boss and maybe hire people? And you have to learn all those. There are classes for entrepreneurship in school, but a lot of founders and entrepreneurs learn online. Information is pretty ample. Entrepreneurship is more about, do you believe in yourself? Can you take small steps every day, take action to move forward? Can you accomplish things that you set out to accomplish? It's not really about your knowledge. You can Google to solve problems. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's so different. How's it different for the concept is not there. I don't know how to learn. If there's somebody who's doing the similar stuff, I'd be able to like, hey, how do you do this? Yeah. I've heard there's a lot of seminars and workshops for entrepreneurs are kind of influenced by things that are happening around you, right? So a lot of people are going to entrepreneurship. You start to think about it more. Right. So in many ways, you're paving the way for him because you have been pursuing this path of entrepreneurship that's different from everybody else. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.